Hello, this screencast is designed to show you how to complete fact assessment of teaching and learning. So once you are in the correct class on the correct page, which will be Section 2, Assessment of Teaching and Learning, you want to go past the list of assignments down to the content block that contains fact assessment of teaching and learning. So we need to go to the orange writing that will link us to the actual assignment. And here it is attached, Fact Assessment of Teaching and Learning. So if I click on it, it will download. And I can even close this and open up my assignment. Assessment of Teaching and Learning for Education Specialists. The purpose of assessment of teaching and learning is to provide opportunities to consider prior knowledge and skills acquired in teacher preparation while assessing teaching practice for strengths and areas for growth. This is part of the data collection phase in an action research cycle. This is the rubric that will give you more information on the requirements for a complete assignment. At the top, participating teachers, you will complete the following information. Below, your support provider and another reviewer will complete the information on this page. So you definitely want to take a look at the expectations to make sure you are meeting them. As we scroll through the assignment, we start with a KWO chart, what you know about your instructional practice, what you want to know about your instructional practice, and what you would like your support provider to observe. Your support provider will be observing for this assignment. Prior to all that, Ed specialists have a content block titled My Teaching Context. You definitely want to fill in here the how, the why. You want to explain your teaching environment, context, setting. There are so many varieties of ed specialist settings that you want to give a context for your support provider and for the reviewer because they may not be aware of your teaching situation. And it can be brief, just an overview. But as we go down, you want to create one paragraph or at least 5 bullets on what you know about your instructional practice and student outcomes. Again, a paragraph and 5 bullets about what you want to know. What are you wondering? Do you already have some areas of growth that you want to focus on? Are you kind of curious what you're already doing well? What do you want to know about your instructional practice? And that fits with what you would like your support provider to observe. Maybe what you're wondering is what you would like them to observe. These are all paragraphs for 5 bullets. As we go down, the support provider will be taking notes, and these notes will pertain to the lesson they are observing. So they may not see every single component, but they will get a good overview of your teaching in the 20 to an hour lesson, 20 minutes, to an hour lesson that you'll be doing. So for an ed specialist also, you want to skip to B-3 of this form if you are in a non-inclusion classroom. So if you're in an inclusion classroom, this note-taking might pertain more to your setting. If you are in a non-inclusion classroom, this may pertain more to your setting. And your support provider and you can determine that as well. This is taking notes into where they fit into the CSTPs, the evidence that your support provider sees. So after the observation, you are going to have a conversation with your support provider and reflect on the lesson. The first paragraph simply is, how did it go? Were there any surprises? Did anything go exceptionally well? Just very casual, how did the lesson go? Just think about it, reflect on it. And then the middle section, key evidence shared after observation, the support provider will share with you maybe what stood out and what supports your reflection up here. And then the last content area, you're going to be talking about insights and possible inquiry ideas. What can the participating teacher use or learn from or implement in future teaching. And maybe there was a strength or an area of growth that you want to develop further into an inquiry. And that is how you complete assessment of teaching and learning.